Hello, Primary 5. Welcome to Agial Language School. I hope you are fine. Now, we are going to learn Unit 6, Lesson 1 and 2, Reading and Comprehension, Pupils book pages from 66 to 68, and workbook pages 52 and 53. A legend from the ancient world. Can you guess what is it about? Listen carefully and be ready, you will be asked.
Pupils book, page 66, Unit 6. A legend from the ancient world. Reading.
The Trojan Horse. The Greeks fought the Trojans, and year after year, Troy was surrounded, its people in fear. But in darkness one night, without any warning, the Greeks packed their ships and were gone by the morning. The Trojans walked out of their city next day and laughed in amazement. The Greeks ran away. But something was left. In silence it stood, vast and intriguing, a horse made of wood.
Okay. The Trojan horse. Which people were fighting each other? The Greeks and Trojans. Yeah. Can you tell me where were the Greek soldiers? Where were the Greek soldiers? They were all around the city. And what did the Greeks do one night? Yeah, they packed their ships and sailed away. What did the Trojans think? They thought that the Greeks had run away. So, what's the meaning of legend? What's the meaning of legend? It's a story that grows out of a true event, but the real facts are not known. Troy, it's a city in an old legend. Trojan, he's a person from Troy. Any person from Troy is called Trojan. Darkness, the dark at night or in a place with no lights. Listen again.
Wood. Nobody knew just why it was there. Some wondered and worried, but most didn't care. It's so magnificent. It's such a size. We are victorious. This is our prize. They dragged it
So, what did the Greeks leave behind? What did the Greeks leave behind? They left a big wooden horse. It's a horse made of wood. And what did the Trojans think of it? They thought it was magnificent. They thought they had won the war. They wanted to capture the horse. What's the meaning of amazement, surprise, and wonder? Vast, very large. Care, to think and worry about something. Intriguing, a little mysterious and interesting. Magnificent means very wonderful or excellent. Victorious, having won something.
Through the tall city gate, this horse that we've captured will never escape. The war-weary people felt only joy, till late in the evening they were dancing in Troy. Night fell, all slept. None heard the faint sound. The wooden horse opened. Greeks leapt to the ground. Odysseus, the hero, led his men out.
So, what did they do with the wooden horse? What did they do with the wooden horse? They took it into the city. What's the name of the city? Troy. What happened in the night? The horse opened and Greek soldiers jumped out. What did they do that evening? They danced until late in the evening. Listen again.
They silenced the guards before they could shout. Then they opened the gate and their army rushed past. The Trojans despaired, the truth clear at last. The Greeks never left. Their horse was a ploy. With their horse they have captured our city of Troy.
Who is it? One
Okay. Who was leading them? Who was leading? Odysseus. And what did they do? They silenced the guards and opened the gate to let the Greek army into Troy. What did the Trojans realize? They realized that the Greeks had used the horse to get into the city. Listen again.
Greek hero, daring and brave, young and strong, sailed across the sea, saw hideous monsters, escaped from a whirlpool, unhappy away from home, said goodbye to Calypso, and left.
Pupils book.
Who is it? You can form the name from the beginning letters of each sentence. He is Odysseus. Odysseus. What adjectives describe Odysseus? Daring, brave, young, and strong. What did he see? They saw monsters. Why did he leave Calypso? Because he was unhappy away from his home. So, what's the meaning of drag? To pull an object over a surface. War, worry, tired of war. Despair, to feel that everything is bad. Ploy means a trap. Daring means brave. Hideous means very ugly, the opposite of beautiful, hideous. Now it's time for reading comprehension and vocabulary. The Trojan horse. You will circle the correct answer, A or B. Number 1, the Greeks surrounded the Trojans or the city of Troy. The Greeks surrounded. Number B, the city of Troy. Number 2, the Greek army was gone by the morning or in the night. Number A, letter A. The Greek army was gone by the morning. Number 3, the Greeks left behind a ship or a horse. The Greeks left behind a horse. B. Number 4, the horse stood in silence or in a wood. The horse stood in silence. A. Number 5, the Trojans dragged the horse through the city or through the gate. B. Through the gate. Number 6, Odysseus and his men shouted at the guards or silenced the guards. Number B, silenced the guards. Number 7, Odysseus and his men opened the gate for the Greek army or for the Trojan army. A, for the Greek army. Number 8, the Greek army rushed into Troy or rushed out of Troy. They rushed into Troy. A. Who is it? Odysseus saw Hades, creatures or monsters. B. Monsters. Number 10. Odysseus was unhappy away from his home or house. From his home. A. Talk about the answers to these questions. 1. Where did the Trojans think the Greeks had gone? 2. Where do you think the Greeks went? 3. Who were in the wooden horse? 4. What two things did Odysseus and his men do after they got out of the horse? 3. Read these words from the poems, match them with the opposite word, Lu. What's the opposite of light? darkness. The opposite of tiny, vast. The opposite of beautiful, hideous. The opposite of noise, silence. The opposite of push, drag. Thank you for listening and have a nice day. Goodbye.